Hello everyone, good evening. So here we shall give the solutions of the test on linear equations and real numbers, which was held in 22nd June 2025. So here the section A, which is 1 mark each, which is of MCQ type. So here in the question number 1, it has been told that if the HCF of 98 and 28, that is equal to n, and the LCM of 98 and 28, that is equal to n, then the value of n minus 7m, that is equal to how much? So now therefore we need to find the prime factorization of 98. So this will be 2 for the 2 for the 8, 2 times 18, then 7 7s are 49. And if we do the prime factorization of 28, then it will be 2 14s are 28, 2 7s are 14. So therefore the prime factorization of 98 is 2 into 7 square, and 28 is 2 square into 7. So therefore the LCM which is n, that is 2 power 2 into 7 power 2 is 14 square actually, which is 196. Similarly, the HCF we have to take the least exponents of the common prime factors. That is 2 into 7, so that is equal to 14. Therefore, m is equal to 14. Hence, we can say the value of n minus 7m, that will be equal to 196 minus 7 into 14. This will be 196 minus 98, so that will equal to 98. So option C is the correct answer. Then in question number 2, it has been told that the least number which is a perfect square, the least number which is a perfect square is the perfect square and is divisible by each of 16, 20 and 50 is now. So we have to take the LCM first, LCM of 16, 20 and 50. And here the options given are A is 1200 and option B is given as 100 and option C is given as 3600. Option D is given as 2400. So now we have to take the LCM of 16, 20 and 50 first. So this will be 2 8s are 16, 2 10s are 20, 2 25s are 50, then 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, then 25 is not diesel at all. So then again with 5 5 is a common prime factor. So 4 is not divisible by 5. Then 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25. So then 2 2s are 4 and 1 and 5. So therefore the LCM of them, that is equal to 2 power 4 into 5 power 2. So that is 16 into 25. So that is equal to 400. Now 400 is the square number only. It is a perfect square number. Since I can write 20 square, 20 into 20. So it is a square number. So the required least number, which is a perfect square, and it is divisible by each of 16, 20 and 50. It is 400. Okay, so the answer should have been 400. So here actually none of the options are correct. But still, if the question had been given as the least number among the following maxims, among the following options, which is a perfect square and is divisible by each of 16, 20 and 50. So then we should choose option C, that is 3600 only. Since why? the values which it should be, it will be divisible by 400 also, and it should be a perfect square. So 1200 is divisible by 400, but it is not a perfect square, and 100 is not divisible by 400, and 2400 is divisible by 400, but it is not a perfect square. So hence, then 3600, I can say it is 400 into 9. So I can say it is 60 square. So it is a perfect square and it is divisible by 400. So hence, uh, 3600 will be divisible by 16, 20, and 50. So option C we can choose if it was being told that the least number among the following options, which is a perfect square and is divisible by each of 16, 20, and 50. But actually, if we see, then the exact answer should have been 400 only, which is of the options, which is of the options. So then in question number 3, it has been told that what will be the least possible number of planks? What will be the least possible number of planks if three pieces of timber? What will be the least number of planks if three pieces of timber 42 and 42 meter, 49 meter, and 63 meter long have to be divided into planks of the same length. The planks of the same length. The planks of the same length. So here, so if we need the least number of planks, then the length of each plank should be the maximum. So we have to say that in order to get the planks, least number of planks, and which have got the same, having the same length, uh, the length of each plank should be the highest. Length, length of each plank should be maximum. Length of each plank should be maximum. So hence, therefore, the length of each plank should be, therefore, the length of each plank, that should be the HCF, the highest common factor of 42, 49, and 63. So if we take the prime factorization of 42, so then it is 2 into 3 into 7, and 49 is 7 into 7, and 63 is 7 9 so 7 into 3 square. So therefore, here you can see the HCF, the highest common factor is coming 7. So 7 meter should be the length of each plank. So now three pieces of timber I have, which is 42 meter, 49 meter, and 63 meter. So hence I can say, therefore, the number of planks, the least number of planks that we can have, the least number of planks, that will be equal to 42 by 7 plus 63 by 7 plus 49 by 7. So this will be 7 6 of 42, 7 9 is 63, and 7 7 is 49. So this will be 6 plus 9, that is 15, 15 plus 7, that is 22 planks. 22 planks I can get. 22 planks I can get. So option D is the correct answer. So 22 planks is the least number of planks. Then in question number four, it has been told two if two positive integers, x and y are written as if two positive integer x and y are written as x equals to p cube q square and y is written as p cube q, where p and q are distinct primes, where p and q are distinct primes. P and q are distinct primes. Then the HCF, then we have to find the HCF of x and y. To find the HCF of x and y. So P and Q are prime factors of x and y. So here, as you can see, x is given as p power 3 into q power 2, and y is given as p power 1 into q power 3. So therefore, when we have to find the HCF of x and y, we have to take the product of the least exponents of the common prime factors. So the common prime factors are p and q, and the least exponent of p is 1 here. Means out of 1 and 3, 1 is the least, and then q power 2 is here and q power 3 is here. So out of 2 and 3, 2 is the least. So I will take 2. So p power 1 into q square will be the HCF of x and y. That is pq square. So pq square is the required HCF. So option A is the correct answer. Then in question number 5, it has been told if x equal to 1 and y equal to 2 is a solution equal to 1 and y equal to 2 is a solution of the pair of linear equations is 2x minus 3y plus a, that is equal to 0, and 2x plus 3y minus b equal to 0. Then we need to find the relation between a and b. Then option A is given as a equal to 2b, option B is given as 2a equal to b, and C is given as a plus 2b equal to 0, and option D is given as 2a plus b equal to 0. So which is the required? So the relation in between a and b we have to find out. So now x equal to 1 and y equal to 2 is the solution. It means these two will satisfy the two equations. X equal to 1 and 2 will x equal to 1 and means x and y, which is x comma y is 1 comma 2, that will satisfy both the equations. So therefore I can say 2 into 1, 2 minus 3 into 2 plus a equal to 0. So I can say a will be equal to 3 to the 6 minus 2, that is 4. So a is 4. And similarly, it will satisfy the second equation also. So 2 into 1, 2 minus 3 into plus 3 into 2 minus b, that is equal to 0. So b equal to this was 6 plus 2, that is 8. So b is equal to 8. So therefore we can say that b is equal to 2a. So 2a equals to b. So option B is the correct answer. Then in the question number 6, it has been told the pair of equations, which is y equal to 0 and y equal to minus 5, it has one solution or two solution or infinite number of solution or no solution. So option A is given as it has the pair of equations which are y equal to 0 and y equal to minus 5. They have no solution, or option B is two solutions, and C is infinite number of solutions, and option D is no solution. Option D is no solution and option A is one solution. So we have to find it. So as we know, y equal to 0, it is a straight line which is simply the x-axis. Y equal to 0 is the equation of x-axis only. And y equal to -5 is a straight line which is parallel to the x-axis and it will intersect y-axis at 0, -5. And y equal to 0 will intersect y-axis at 0, 0 only. So this is y equal to -5. So as you can see, they both represent two, or I can say a pair of uh, parallel straight lines. So they represent a pair of parallel lines. So hence they will never intersect. They will never intersect. So hence it means that the pair of equations will have no solution. Have no solution. And also we can write y equal to 0 as 0 into x plus 1 into y plus 0 equal to 0. And this y equal to -5 we can also write as 0 into x plus 1 into y plus 5, that is equal to 0. So here you can see that if I have a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2, then only we will say that we have no solution. So here a1 by a2, as you can see, a1 by a2 is 0 by 0 and b1 by b2 is 1 by 1 and c1 by c2 is 0 by 5, which is 0. So as you can see, b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So obviously we can say it will have no solution. So in this way also we can tell. So option D is the correct answer. Then in question number 7, it has been told that number 7 it has been told that if x equal to a and y equal to b is the solution of the equations. The solution of the equations is 37x plus 43y equal to 123 and 43x plus 37y equal to 117. Then a cube plus b cube, that will be equal to how much? So now so here if we want the solution of these pair of linear equations, then as you can see, the x and the coefficients of x and y has been replaced in the second equation. So we can first add them and then we can subtract them. Then we can get two different equations. So on adding the equations, we get, let's say we take this is 1, this is 2. So then if we add 1 and 2, adding equations 1 and 2, we get, if adding equations 1 and 2, we will get, that is 37x plus 43x plus 43y plus 37y, that is equal to 123 plus 117. So this will be 37 plus 3, that is 40, 40 plus 40 is 80. So this is 80x plus 80y, that is equal to 120 plus 120, that is 240. So hence I can say x plus y, that will be equal to 3, since 3 ends are 24. So this is, let's say this you can turn this is equation 3. And then if you do subtracting equation 2 from 1, subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, then we will get 37x plus 43y minus of 43x minus 37y. It is equal to 123 minus 170. So this will be 43y minus 37y, that is 6y, minus this is 6x, that is equal to 6. That means y minus x, that is equal to 1. So this is our equation 4. Now if we can add, so on adding 3 and 4, adding equations 3 and 4, we get, adding equations 3 and 4 we will get, that is x plus y minus x, that is equal to 3 plus 1. So it means x and x will get cancelled. So 2y equals to 4. So y will be equal to 2. Y is equal to 2. This is, let's say, equation 5. So if we put the value of y in equation 3, then we will get, so x plus 2, that is equal to 3. So x will be equal to 1. So hence here it is told x equal to a and y equal to b is the solution of the equation. So hence therefore we can say a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. So now therefore we need to find the value of a power 3 plus b power 3, a cube plus b cube, that is equal to 1 cube plus 2 cube. So that is equal to 1 plus 8, that is equal to 9. So option C, which is 9, is the correct answer. Then in question number 8, it has been told, that is the equation x minus y equal to 0.9 and 11 by x plus y equal to 2 have the solution. The options are given as A, which is x equal to 5, y equal to 1. B is x equal to 2.3 and y equal to 3.2. Then C is given as x equal to 3 and y equal to 2. And D, option D, is given as x equal to 3.2 and y equal to 2.3. So now this 11 by x plus y is equal to 2. So hence we can say x plus y, that will be equal to 11 by 2. So x plus y will be equal to 5.5. 2 5 is 10 to 5 is 10. So this is, let's say this is equation 1 and x minus y equal to 0.9. This is our equation 2. Now if we add them, then we will get, then we'll get y will get cancelled, then we'll get 2x equals to 5.5 plus 0.9, which is 6.4. So 2x is 6.4. So x will be equal to 6.4 by 2. So x will be equal to 3.2. And therefore x plus y is equal to 5.5. So 3.2 plus y, that is equal to 5.5. Therefore y will be equal to 5.5 minus 3.2. So that will be equal to 2.3. So therefore the answer is x equal to 3.2 and y equal to 2.3. This is the required solution of the given system of linear equations. So x equal to 3.2 and y equal to 2.3. So option D is the correct answer. Then in the questions 9 and 10, we have to tell this assertion and reason based. So if the assertion is true, if both the assertion and reason are true, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion, then we will choose option A. And if both the assertion and reason are true and but the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion, then we have to choose option B. And if the assertion is true but reason is false, then we will choose option C. And if assertion is false and reason is true, then we will choose option D. So these are the four options we have to choose for the questions 9 and 10. Since these two are assertion and reason based. So in question number 9, it has been told that the assertion has been told as the HCF of two numbers, the HCF of two numbers is 16 and their product is 3072, then their LCM is 162. And the reason is given as if A and B are two positive integers, A and B are two positive integers, then their HCF times their LCM, that will be equal to A into B. So the reason is true, as you can see. If so, it is applicable. This rule is applicable for two positive integers A and B. Their LCM times their HCF is equal to their product. So therefore, if 16 is the HCF, so then I can say 16 times their LCM, that is equal to their product, that is 3072. It has been told. So therefore, their LCM will be 3072 divided by 16, which is equal to now 16. You can divide 3072 by 16, then we get 16 ones are 16, then this is 4. So 1, 4, 7. So 16 nines are, that is 144. 16 nines are 6 nines are 54. 9 ones are 9. 9 plus 5, that is 14. So 16 nines are 144. If you subtract, then this is 3, this is 2. So 16 twos are 32. So then their LCM should be 192. But here it is told the LCM is 162. So it means the assertion is false. The assertion is false, and the reason is obviously true. So hence assertion is false, the reason is true. So option D is the correct answer. Since here assertion is false and reason is true. Then in question number 10, it has been told that the assertion is given as the pair of linear equations. Pair of linear equations Px plus 3y plus 59, that is equal to 0, and 2x plus 6y plus 118 equal to 0 will have infinitely many solutions. Will have infinitely many solutions if p is equal to 1. If p is equal to 1. The reason is given as if the pair of linear equations Ex plus 3y plus 19 equal to 0 and 2x plus 6y plus 157 equal to 0 has a unique solution. It has a unique solution. Then p is not equal to 1. It's not equal to 1. So here, as you can see, so as you know that if the equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 has infinite number of solutions. If it has got infinitely many solutions, then we should have a1 by a2 that should be equal to b1 by b2 that should be equal to c1 by c2. And if these two equations, if a1x plus b1y plus c1 by equal to 0 and a1x plus a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 has unique solution. If it has got unique solution, then it should have a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. And if it has got no solution, then we should have a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, and which should not be equal to C1 by C2. So here, the equations in the assertion A, the equations are given as Px plus Qy plus 59 equal to 0 and 2x plus 6y plus 118 equal to 0. Now here you can see here A1 by A2 that is equal to P by 2. Since the coefficient of x in equation 1 is P, coefficient of x in equation 2 is 2. Similarly, B1 by B2 that will be equal to 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. C1 by C2 that is equal to 59 divided by 180, which is equal to 1 by 2. Since by 59, 1 is 59, 59 2 is 180. So here as you can see B1 by B2 is coming equal to C1 by C2. So it means that if A1 by A2 also should be same as half, so P, if P by 2 also is equal to 1 by 2, then it means P should be equal to 1. So if P equal to 1, then only I will get, then only we will get A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, which is equal to C1 by C2. And then we will get infinitely many solutions. So hence option the assertion A is true only, since it is told that it will have infinitely many solutions if P is equal to 1. Then in the reason it is given as that a pair of equations which are Px plus 3y plus 19 equal to 0 and 2x plus 6y plus 157 equal to 0 it has unique solution. So if it has unique solution, then it means then A1 by A2, which is P by 2, that should not be equal to C1 by A. It's not be equal to B1 by B2, which is 3 by 6. So it means that is 1 by 2. So it means P should not be equal to 1. So hence the reason is also true. But here the thing is that the reason is not actually explaining the assertion. The reason is not explaining the assertion, but both the assertion and reason are true. So it means option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer only, since in option B only we have to choose if both assertion and reason are true, but R is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Then in the question number 11, so it is section B. In section B, it is 2 marks each. So in question number 11, in section B, it has been told that the traffic lights at three different road crossings change after every 48 seconds, then 72 seconds, and 108 seconds respectively. And if they change simultaneously, at 7 a.m. They change simultaneously at 7 a.m. Then at what time will they change together next? What time will they change together next? So hence the time interval, therefore I can say that the time interval after 7 a.m. at which they will change again together next. The time interval after 7 a.m. when they will change together. That will be obviously the LCM of 48, 72 and 108. Since why that time interval after 7 a.m. that time interval has to be a common multiple that should be a multiple of 48 also, and it should be a multiple of 72 also, and it should be a multiple of 108 also. And we need the least time interval. We need the least time interval after 7 a.m. when they will change together next. Since they have to change together next only, so the least time interval after 7 a.m. only we want to find. So that will be obviously the LCM of 48, 72 and 108. And the unit we should take it in seconds. So therefore now 48, 72 and 108, we have to take the LCM of these three numbers. So it will be, so 2 is a common prime factor. So 2 24s are 48, 2 3s are 6, 2 7, 2 6 are 12. Then this will be 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8. And this will be 2 12s are the 24, 2 18s are 36. Then 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14. Then we can again take 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 9s are 18, 2 6 7. Then 3 is a common factor. So then 3 2s are 6, 3 6 are 9, 3 9s are 27. Then again 3 is a common prime factor. So 3 2 is not basically, so 2, then 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. Therefore, the LCM will be 2 power 4, since 2 is coming 4 times and 3 is coming 3 times. So 2 power 4 into 3 power 3, this much seconds. So this will be 16 into 2 power 4, that is 16, 16 into 27 seconds. So this will be equal to, now 27 into 16 we have to do. So 16, 7, so 6 7s are 42, 2 6 are 12, 162, so 7, 2, then 2. This will be 13. So 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4, 432. So this will be 432 seconds. So after 432 seconds after 7 p.m., they will change together. So 432 seconds, it means it is 432. If I divide by 16, then I will get 6 8s of 6 7s of 42, 420, then 12. So 12 is the remainder. So it means 432 seconds, I can say it is 7 minutes and 12 seconds. So therefore the answer will be, they will change together. So with 7 a.m. I have to add this time interval. So they will change together next. Change together next at 7 7 12 a.m. I can say. Since why first will represent hours, the second will represent minutes, and the third will represent seconds. So hour, minute, and second form, I can write hour, minute, and second form. So that is 7 7 12 a.m. or I can say 7 7 12 hours. Or we can also say they will change at 7 minute 12 seconds past 7 minute 12 seconds past 7 a.m. That also we can say. So this is the answer. Then here it is told in question number 12, it is told that find the greatest number, find the greatest number which when divided, greatest number which divides 969 and 2059, leaving remainders, leaving remainders 9 and 11 respectively. 9 and 11 respectively. That greatest number will find. So let us take, let the greatest number be x. Let the greatest number we take, that is be x. So now 969, when it is divided by x, the remainder it is 9 is being told. And when 2059 is divided by x, the remainder will be 11. So it means when 906 from 969, if I subtract 9, the remainder will come 0. And from 2059, if I subtract 11, the remainder will come 0. So therefore, I can say that x is the x exactly divides the number x exactly divides the numbers 960 and 2048. So it means that x is a common factor of these two. So therefore, I can say x should be the highest common factor of, since the greatest one is off, so x should be the highest common factor of 960 and 2048. So now we have to take their HCF. So it means we have to do the prime factorization of 960 and 2048. So if we do the prime factorization of 960, then we will get 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16, 1 0 is a 0, then 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 0, then 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 0, and then 2 6 are 12, then 2 3s are 6, then 2 15s are 30, 2 1s are 2, 5s are 10, then this is 3 5s are 15. So therefore 960 I can write it as 2 power here 1 2 3 4 5 6 times, so 2 power 6 into 3 into 5. Similarly 2048 we can say this is, if we do the prime factorization of this, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, then 2 5s are 10, 2 1s are 2, 2s are 4, then 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12, then 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, then 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8, and 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, then 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12, then 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, then 2 2s are 4. So therefore 2048 I can say this is 2 power 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So 2 power 11. So therefore their HCF of 960 and 248, that would be obviously 2 power 6. Hence why in HCF we have to take the least exponents of the common prime factors which are involved. The least exponent of 2, that is 6. So 2 power 6 is the HCF, which is 64. So therefore the required greatest number is 64. So the value of x is 64. So 64 is the answer. The required greatest number will be 64. Then in question number 13, it has been told solve for x and y. Solve for x and y. The equations are 99x plus 101y, that is equal to 499, and 101x plus 99y, that is equal to 501. So as you can see in the second equation, if we take this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So now in the equation 2, the coefficients of x and y has been exchanged, has been interchanged. So in this type of equations, we can first add them and then we can subtract, and we can get two new set of equations which can be solved to find out x and y. So here on adding x and y, we will get, on adding x and y, we will get, that is, so 99 plus 101, that is 200x, plus this will be 200y, that will be equal to 501 plus 499, that is 1000. So from here we can say that x plus y will be equal to 5. Since 5 into 2 is 10, 5 into 200 is 1000. So this is our equation 3. So here we are not adding x and y, we are adding equations 1 and 2. So adding equations 1 and 2, we get this. And then subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Then we will get, it will be 101x plus 99y minus 99x minus 101y, that is equal to 501 minus 499. So this will be 101 minus 99, so that is 2x, minus 2y that is equal to this is 2. So it means that x minus y that is equal to 1. So this is our equation 4. So now if we adding equations 3 and 4 we get, adding equations 3 and 4 we get that is x plus y plus x minus y that is equal to 5 plus 1. So it means y and y will get cancelled, plus y and minus y will get cancelled, then x plus x that is 2x, 2x equal to 6, so x will be equal to 3. So x is equal to 3, therefore 3 plus y that is equal to 5, so y is equal to 2. So hence the required answer is that x will be equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 is the solution. So this is the answer. Then in question number 14, it has been told the sum of the digits, sum of the digits of a two-digit number, sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 9. And if 27 is added to it, the number gets, okay, if 27, so this will be 27, sorry. If 27 is added to it, the number gets reversed. Then the number is how much that we have to find out. Now, therefore, let's say let the digit in the ones place, let the digit in the ones place be x. The digit in the ones place be x, and that in the tens place, be y. Tens place be y. So therefore the number is I can say that will be 10y plus x. Number is 10y plus x. That's why suppose if you have a number which is 75, then we can say that we can write as 7 into 10 plus 5. This will be 10y plus x. Therefore the number is 10y plus x. Since the digit in the tens place is y and the digit in the ones place is x, and therefore the reversed number is means here now tens place will be x and the ones place will be y, so that will be 10x plus y. So we need to find out 10y plus x. The original number only we have to find out. So therefore according to the question, it is told that the sum of the digits is 9. So that is, it means x plus y that will be 9. So this is our equation 1. And it is told that if 27 is added to the number, which is 27 plus 10y plus x, then we will get the reverse number. The number gets reversed. It means 10x plus 1. So this is our equation 2. So equation 2, we can slightly simplify it. Then we'll get it as 27 equal to 10x plus y minus 10y minus x. Then if we simplify it, then we'll get 27 equal to this will be 9x minus 9y. So it means with 9 we can divide on both sides, then we get x minus y that is equal to 3. So this is our equation 3. So x minus y is 3, and x plus y is 9. So now, therefore, if we add, now adding the equations 1 and 3, we get adding equations 1 and 3. We get x plus y plus x minus y that will be equal to 9 plus 3. So y and y will get cancelled, plus y and minus y will get cancelled. So 2x will be equal to 12. So x will be equal to 3, x will be equal to 2, 6 0, so it should be 6. And therefore we know that x plus y is 9. So 6 plus y is 9. So y will be equal to 3. So the original number is 10y plus x. So therefore the actual number, therefore the required number is 10 into 3 plus 6. So that is 30 plus 6, that is 36. So 36 is the answer. The required number is 36. Then in question number 15, it has been told a man has some hens. Man has some hens and some cows. If the number of heads, be 48, the number of feet be 140. If the number of heads be 48 and the number of feet be 140, then how many cows are there? And how many cows are there? So here we can say let the number of hens be x and the number of cows be y. Number of cows be y. So now as we know that each cow has one head and four legs. One head and four legs for 4 feet. And each hen has got one head and 2 feet. So therefore the total number of heads will be equal to x plus y. And the total number of feet will be 4y plus 2x. Since y, the number of hen is x, the number of cow is y. So all cows will have 4y feet and all hen will have 2x feet. So the total number of heads it's told that is 48 and the total number of feet is 140. So therefore the equations are x plus y equal to 48, which is equation 1, and 2x plus 4y, that is equal to 140. This is equation 2. Now if we simplify the equation 2, then if we divide both sides by 2, then we will get x plus 2y, that will be equal to 70. So this is equation 3 suppose. Now what we can do, if we subtracting equation 1 from equation 3, we will get that is x plus 2y minus of x plus y, that will be equal to 70 minus 48. So it means x plus 2y minus of x minus y, that is equal to, this will be 12. No, this will be 70 minus 40, that is equal to 22. 70 minus 48 if we subtract, so this is 2, 5, so 22. That means x and minus x will get cancelled. So 2y minus y, that is y will be equal to 22. So the y we took the number of cows, so number of cows is only asked, so it means y is 22. So hence we can say therefore the number of cows is 22. Number of cows is 22. So 22 is the answer. Then in section C, which is 3 marks each, question number 16, it has been told that prove that root 3 is irrational. Prove that root 3 is irrational, and using that also prove that 7 plus 5 root 3 is irrational. 7 plus 5 root 3 is irrational. So using the fact, first we have to prove that root 3 is irrational, and using the fact that root 3 is irrational, we also have to prove that 7 plus 5 root 3 is irrational. So here, how to prove root 3 is irrational? So we will write it like this, that let us assume to the contrary. Let us assume to the contrary that root 3 is rational. Let us assume to the contrary that root 3 is rational. So then we can say that then root 3 can be written in the form of P by Q. Root 3 can be written as P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are co-prime. P and Q are co-prime. Co-prime, it means they have no other common factor other than 1. They have no common factor other than 1. It means their HCF should be 1. HCF of P and Q, if it is 1, then only I will say that P and Q are co-prime. So root 3, therefore root 3 we can express it as P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are co-prime. So therefore if we can write P equal to root 3 times Q, and if we square both sides, then we get P square equal to 3Q square. Squaring both sides, squaring both sides. So here you can see that since P square has 3 as a prime factor, so we can say, so P also will have 3 as a prime factor. So P also should have 3 as a prime factor. So hence, so therefore we can say, therefore P we can take it as 3n for some integer m. For some integer m, we can say that P equals to 3n, since P also has 3 as a prime factor. So now if we put 3n in this equation 1, so putting P equal to 3n in equation 1, we get it is 3m whole square, that is equal to 3q square. So it means that 9n square, that will be equal to 3q square. So it means that q square, that is equal to 3m square. So this is our equation 2. So here we have okay. So P, so similarly, in the same way, similarly, we can say that similarly, since q square has 3 as a prime factor, which we can see in the equation 2. Equation 2, we can see that 3 is a prime factor of q square. So q also should have 3 as a prime factor. So hence we can see that P also has 3 as a prime factor and Q also has 3 as a prime factor. So hence we can say that hence P and Q both have 3 as a common prime factor. Both has a 3 as a common prime factor, which contradicts the fact that P and Q are co-prime. Which contradicts the fact that P and Q are co-prime, which means they should have no common factor other than 1. So this contradiction arises due to our wrong assumption that root 3 is irrational. Root 3 is rational. So hence root 3 should be irrational. So this we will write this contradiction. This contradiction, sorry, this contradiction arises due to our wrong assumption, due to our initial wrong assumption that root 3 is rational. So hence you can say hence root 3 should be irrational. Root 3 should be irrational. Now by using this fact, we need to also show that 7 plus 5 root 3 is irrational. So how to show that? So now let us assume similarly, so I can say let us assume that 7 plus 5 root 3 is rational. So we can take uh, 7 plus 5 root 3 as a by b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b are some co-prime integers. A and b are some co-prime integers, which means their highest common factor is 1. They have no common factor other than 1. So then we can say that 5 root 3 that will be equal to a by b minus 7. Since why when side will change, the sign will change. So this we can write it as 5 root 3 that will be equal to, if we take the LCM, that is LCM of 1 and b, that is b. And this will be a minus 7b. Minus 7b. So then root 3 I can say that will be equal to a minus 7b divided by 5b. 7b divided by 5b. So from here, let's say this is equation number 3. Equation number 3. So from equation 3, we can say equation 3. From equation 3, can say that since a and b are some integers, so a minus 7b divided by 5b also should be a rational number. Since why we know that any integer, if it is divided by any integer, the result should be a rational number only. So hence, since here a and b are some co-prime integers, we have assumed it. So hence a minus 7b by 5b also should be a rational number. So hence the right hand side is a rational number. So which also shows that root 3 is rational. It also shows that root 3 is rational, but which contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational, but which contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational. And this contradiction arises due to our wrong assumption that 7 plus 5 root 3 is rational. So I can say this contradiction arises due to our wrong assumption that 7 plus 5 root 3 is rational. So hence we can say that 7 plus 5 root 3 should be irrational. So we can say that hence 7 plus 5 root 3 is irrational. So hence B. Then the 17th one, it has been told that draw the graphs draw the graphs of 2x minus 3y plus 6 equal to 0 and 2x plus 3y minus 18 equal to 0, and then find the ratios. Find the ratio of the areas, of the triangles, ratio of the areas of the triangles formed by the given lines, with the x-axis and the y-axis. So here we need to draw a graph. So it means so we need a graph here. So here we have to draw the graphs of the lines 2x minus 3y plus 6 equal to 0. And so here you have to find at least two values of x and y. So if I put x equal to 0, then y will become 2. And if I put y as 0, then x should be equal to minus 3. So it means in this line, we can plot 2 points. One is 0, 2 and one is minus 3, 0. Then in 2x plus 3y minus 18 equal to 0, here also we need two values of x and y. So if I put x equal to 0, then y will be equal to 6. And if I put y as 0, then x will be equal to 9. So here in this second straight line also we have 2 points. One is 0, 6 and one is 9, 0. So here we can show the graph here. Of the graph. So here plot the graph. So this will be so here we can draw First, we can draw the x-axis and draw the y-axis. So here, this is the x-axis, suppose, and this is the y-axis, suppose. Now, here first we have to write the scale. We have to write the scale in the graph, that is along x-axis. Along x-axis, 1 unit. One unit, one division equals to 1 unit, and along the y-axis, I will say along the y-axis, one division equals to 1 unit. Then we can say that so 0,2 we will plot. 0,2 is somewhere here. 0,2 will be here. This is point 0,2. And minus 3,0, 3. So this is minus 3,0. And 0,6 will be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 0,6. And 9,0 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this point is 9,0. So one straight line is like this. So one line is this one. The other line is this one. So one straight line is this one, which is, so the equation of this is 2x plus 3y minus 18 equal to 0. And the equation of this line, which intersects the x-axis at minus 3, 0 and y-axis at 0,2, this line is 2x minus 3y plus 6 equal to 0. So now here we have to find out the ratio of the areas. The ratio of the areas formed by the given lines with x-axis and y-axis. So as you can see, this is the x-axis, which is, we can write x o x dash. This is x dash. This is x o x dash, and this is y o y dash. The origin is 0, 0. So we have to find the ratio of this area, which is forms with the x-axis, which it forms with the y-axis. So this area is a y, I can say. And the area with the x-axis it forms, that is ax. So we need to find the ratio ax is to ay. Means the ratio of the areas with the triangles formed by the lines with the x-axis and the y-axis. So now this point at which they will intersect, the point at which they will intersect, as you can see, this point is 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this point is actually 3, 4. At 3, 4 they will intersect. Also, if we solve the two equations, then we will get the point of intersection. We will get their point of intersection, which is, we solve them, then we'll get 2x plus 3y minus 18 equal to 0, and 2x minus 3y plus 6 equal to 0. So if we solve them, if we add them, then we'll get minus 3 will get cancelled, and this means 4x minus 12 equal to 0. So 4x is equal to 12. So x will be equal to 3. And y will be equal to 2x plus 3y is equal to 18. So it means 3y that will be equal to 18 minus 2x, so 2 into 3. So 3y that is equal to 18 minus 6, that is 12. So y will be equal to 4. 3 4 are 12. So the required solution is x equal to 3 and y is equal to 4. So it means so I can say at 3, 4, the two lines will intersect. They will intersect. So it means the area that it will form with the x-axis, that is this one. So this one will be half into base into height. Base length will be from here to here. Let's call this as A, this is, or let's say, yeah, this is A, this is B, and this point is suppose C, and this point is D, and this point is suppose E. So therefore, the height, let's call this point as suppose M. This point is N, suppose. So NC is the height of the triangle CDE, and CM is the height of the triangle ABC. So half into base length is AB, and height is CM. And similarly, AY, which is the area formed with the triangle, area formed with the y-axis. So that is equal to half into base length is BE into the height, that is CM. So as you can see that the point M is obviously 3, 0, and point N is how much? This is 0, 4. So therefore I can say the length CN, that is 3 units, and the length CM, that is 4 units. And AB length that is equal to 9 plus, which is obviously OA plus OB, that is 9 plus 3, that is 12 units. And the length DE will be equal to actually, which is OD minus OE, that is equal to 6 minus 2, that is 4 units. So therefore, area formed with the x-axis, that is AX, that is equal to half into 12 into CN, that is 4, which is equal to 2, 6 of 1, 6 24 square units. 24 square units. And AY, that is the area formed with the y-axis, that is half into DE. DE length is 4 units, 4 into the CN, which is 3 units. 3. So this will be 2 to the 4. So this is 6 square units. So area formed with x-axis is 24 square units, and area formed with y-axis is 6 square units. So therefore, the required ratio of the areas that is formed, that will be equal to 24 is to 6. So that is 6 points are 24. So that is 4 is to 1. 4 is to 1 is the answer. Then question number 18 is told that Vijay invested certain amounts of money in two schemes two schemes, that is A and B, which offer interest, at the rate of 8% per annum, 8% per annum, and 9% per annum, respectively. 9% per annum, respectively. Then he received 1,860 as the total annual interest. He received 1,860 rupees as the total annual interest. However, had he interchanged the amounts of investments, interchange the amounts of investments, interchange the amounts of investments in the two schemes, he would have received rupees 20 more as annual interest. Rupees 20 more as annual interest. How much money did he invest in each scheme? When it is asked how much money did he invest? How much money did he invest in each scheme? So this we have to solve it. Okay, so here it has been told that Vijay invested certain amounts of money in two schemes A and B. So let us state that let the amounts of money invested in the schemes A and B be rupees X and rupees Y respectively. So then it is told that after interest at the rate of 8% per annum and 9% per annum respectively. Okay, so the schemes which offer interest at the rate of 8% per annum and 9% per annum respectively. So therefore, the interest from the scheme which will be obtained from the scheme A, that will be rupees 8x by 100. And so the interest that will be obtained from the scheme B, that will be rupees 9y by 100. So the sum of these two interests, that would be 1,860. And however, had he interchanged the amounts of investments in the two schemes, he would have received rupees 20 more as annual in interest. So therefore, I can say according to the question, the sum of the interest which is obtained from the schemes A and B, that is 8x by 100 plus 9y by 100, that is equal to 1,860. So this is our equation 1. And had he interchanged the amounts, means if he had done 8y by 100 plus 9x by 100, then he would have got rupees 20 more as annual interest. So rupees 20 more, it means he would have got rupees 1880. So this is our equation 2. So if we solve it, then we will get the values of x and y which has been asked. So now therefore we can say that 8x plus 9y, that is equals to 186000. Since we can multiply 100 on both sides, and here let's say we call this as equation 1 instead. Call this is equation 1. And similarly 8y plus 9x, that is equal to 188000. So it is 188,000. So this is our equation 2. Now if we add them, we add these two equations, then we will get 8x plus 9x, that is 17x plus 17y, that is equals to 0, 0, 0. Then 8 plus 6 is 14. Then it is a 16, 17, then 3000. Okay, so it is 374,000. So then we can say that x plus y, that will be 374,000 divided by 17. So which will be equal to 17 to the 34, and again 17 to the 34, so 22,000. So therefore, hence we can say that one of the equations is x plus y equal to 22,000. Since here the coefficients of x and y has been interchanged, so we can first add the two equations and then we can subtract them. Then we will get two new equations, and which we can use to find the values of x and y. So this is our equation 3. And if we subtract these two equations, then we will get, suppose if we do second equation minus the first equation, then we will get, that is 9x minus 8x, that is x, and then 8y minus 9y, that is minus y, that is equals to 2000. This is our equation 4. Now if we add again the two equations 3 and 4, then we will get 2x. 2x equals to 24,000. So therefore x will be equal to 12,000. And therefore y will be equal to 22,000 minus 12,000, that is equals to 10,000. So therefore we can say that he invested rupees 12,000 and rupees 10,000 in the schemes A and B respectively. So this is the answer. Then in question number 19, it is told that places A and B are 100 kilometer apart, 100 kilometer apart on a highway. On a highway, one car starts from A, and another car starts from B. Another car starts from B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction, the cars travel in the same direction, at different speeds. They meet in 5 hours. They meet in 5 hours. Then if they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. Then what are the speeds of the two cars? What are the speeds of the two cars? What are the speeds of the two cars? So now let us take, let the speeds of the two cars be x kilometer per hour and y kilometer per hour respectively. So let the speeds of the cars A and B, or I can say the cars which start from A and B, x kilometer per hour and y kilometer per hour respectively. So the car which starts from place A, suppose here is the place A and here we have place B. So the car which starts from place B, that is having the speed y kilometer per hour, and the car which starts from A, the place A, that is having speed x kilometer per hour. And the distance in between the places A and B, is 100 kilometers, since they are 100 kilometers apart, it has been told. So now it is told that if they travel in the same direction, then they will meet in 5 hours. So let's say they will meet at some place C. So in 5 hours they will reach the place C. In 5 hours they will reach place C. They will reach this place C. So then it means the distance, we know that the distance equals to speed into time. Since the speed is remaining constant. So the distance traveled by the car which starts from place B, that will be 5y kilometer. The distance traveled by B will be 5y, since the speed is y and the time is 5. So 5y kilometer is the distance traveled by the car which starts from place B. Similarly, the car which starts from place A, that will cover a distance of 5x kilometer. Since its speed is x and the time is 5 hours, so it will cover a distance of 5x kilometer in a time interval of 5 hours. So from this figure, we can see that therefore 5x, that is equals to 5y plus 100. So this is our equation 1. And then it is told that if they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. If they travel towards each other, it means that the car starts from place A and one car starts from place B, and they travel towards each other. Then suppose they meet at some point D, and they meet in 1 hour only. So the speed, which is the speed of this car, the car 1 which starts from place A and the car 2 which starts from place B. The speed of the car 1, we know that it is x kilometer per hour. So in 1 hour, it will cover a distance of x kilometer. So the length AD is x kilometer and the speed of car 2 is y kilometer per hour. So in 1 hour, it will travel y kilometer only. So the length BD is y kilometer. And it has been also told that the distance in between places A and B is 100 kilometers. So this length AB is 100 kilometer. So therefore, from this diagram, we can see that x plus y, that is equals to 100. So this is our equation. So these two equations we have to solve to find the value of x and y. So if we simplify the first equation, then we can see that we can write it as x equals to y plus 20. Since we can divide the equation by 5. So it means we can say that x minus y, that is equal to 20. Let's say this is equation 3. And we know that x plus y is 100, which is our equation 2, which has been already, we have found it. So now if we add them, then y will get cancelled. So then we get 2x equals to 120. So it means x will be equal to 60. Therefore, y will be equal to 100 minus 60, that is equals to 40. So hence the speed of the car 1, which starts from place A, that is 60 kilometer per hour, and the speed of car 2, which starts from place B, that is 40 kilometer per hour. So the answer is the speeds of the cars, are 60 kilometer per hour and 40 kilometer per hour respectively. So this is the answer. Then in the section D, which is 4 marks each, it is a case study based questions. So in question number 20, it has been told that a school is organizing a grand cultural event to show the talent of its students, to accommodate the the guests, the school plans to rent chairs. The school plans to rent chairs and tables from a local supplier. It finds that rent for each chair is rupees 50, and for each table is rupees 200. The school spends rupees 30,000 for renting the chairs. 30,000 for renting the chairs and tables. Also, the total number of items, chairs and tables. Also, the total number of items. Which is the chairs and tables, rented are 300. Then it is told if the school rents X chairs, school rents X chairs and Y tables, then answer the following. Answer the following questions. So the first question is that write down the pair of the linear equations. Write down the pair of linear equations representing the given information. Presenting the given information. Then second part A, it is told that find the number of chairs and the number of tables rented by the school. Find the number of chairs and the number of tables rented by the school. And it has an or part also, or we have to answer part B, which is if the school wants to spend a maximum of rupees 27,000 on 300 items, which are the tables and the chairs. Then find the number of chairs. Find the number of chairs and tables it can rent. And the number of chairs and tables it can rent. So here it has been told that okay, so each chair is rupees 50, the rent, and the rent for each table is rupees 200, and the total number of items that is rented is 300. So X chairs and Y tables. So therefore, one equation is X plus Y, which is the total number of items, that should be 300. So this is our equation 1. Equation 2 is the rent of each chair is 50. So the rent of all X chairs will be 50X. And the rent of all Y tables will be 200Y. And the total spending is rupees 30,000. So I can say that this 50X plus 200Y, that is equal to 30,000. Or we can further simplify it. We can write it as X plus 4Y. If we divide both sides by 50, then we will get 5 4s are 20. So X plus 4Y, that will be equal to, this is 5 6 are 30, so 0 0. So this is 600. So this is our equation 2. So the required pair of linear equations are, one is X plus Y equal to 300 and X plus 4Y equals to 600. So this is the required pair of linear equations. So it is the answer for the subpart 1. And in subpart A, it has been told that find the number of chairs and the number of tables rented by the school. So we have to solve it and find X and Y here. So the second equation is X plus 4Y equal to 600, and the first equation is X plus Y equal to 300. So if we subtract the first equation from the second one, if we subtract this, then the sign will change. So then X minus X, and this will be minus. So X minus X, that X will get cancelled, and 4Y minus Y, that is 3Y. So 3Y will be equal to 600 minus 300, that is 300. So Y will be equal to 100. So it means 100 tables will be rented And so I can say x will be equal to 300 minus 100. So that is 200. So therefore we can say that 200 chairs, 200 chairs and 100 tables were rented by the school. Were rented by the school. Then the second subpart B, that is told that if the school wants to spend a maximum of 27,300 items, then find the number of chairs and tables it can rent. So therefore, the maximum the school can spend is 27,000. So therefore, the first equation will remain same, that is x plus y equal to 300, since it has to rent 300 items only. Okay, this question has got a subpart 3 also. The subpart 3 has been told that what is the maximum number of tables that can be rented, maximum number of tables that can be rented in rupees 30,000 if no chairs are rented. If no chairs are rented. So this is the third subpart. Okay. So in the second subpart B, which is the odd part, it has been told that the school wants to spend a maximum of 27,000 on 300 items. So therefore, x plus y will be 300. This will first equation will remain the same. And the next equation will be 50x plus 200y. That will be equal to 27,000. Since the rent for each chair is rupees 50 and for each table it is rupees 200. So this is our equation 2. Now we can simplify it, or first we simplify it, then we write it as equation 2. So if we divide both sides by 50, then we will get, so this will be x plus 4y, that is equals to this into 2 into 2 I can do. So into 2 this will be hundreds. So this will be 540. 2 7 are 14, 2 are 4. Okay. So this is our equation 2 then. So now if we do second equation minus first equation, then we will have x plus 4y minus of x plus y, that is equal to 540 minus 300. So then we will get x and x will get cancelled. So it is x plus 4y minus x minus y, that is equal to 240. So x will get cancelled. So 3y equals to 240. So y will be equals to 80. Y equals to 80, and so x will be equal to 300 minus 80. This should be equal to 0 and then 2 and then 2. Okay, 220. So therefore, the answer will be the school can rent. The school can rent 220 chairs and 80 tables if it wants to spend rupees 27,000 on the items. Then in the third subpart 3, it has been told what is the maximum number of tables that can be rented in rupees 30,000 if no chairs are rented. So only tables are being rented. So therefore the rent for each table is rupees 200 has been told. So for rupees 30,000, the number of tables that can be rented rented if no chairs are rented. If here no chairs will be rented, so then simply I will do 30,000 divided by 200. So then it will come 0 will get cancelled. So 150. So 150 tables can be rented. So the answer for the part 3. And in question number 21 has been told that Khushi wants to organize. Khushi wants to organize her birthday. Khushi wants to organize her birthday party, and being health conscious, he decided to serve only fruits in her birthday party. Being health conscious, he decided to serve. She decided to serve only fruits in her birthday party. She bought 135 apples, and 225 uh, bananas. She bought 135 apples and 225 bananas, and decided to distribute the fruits. Equally among all. They have to distribute the fruits equally among all. Then, based on the above information, answer the following questions. Based on the above information, answer the following questions. First one is, how many guests Khushi can invite at the most? First question is, how many guests Khushi can invite at the most? Then second subpart is, how many apples and bananas will each guest get? How many apples and bananas will each guest get? And third subpart is, if Khushi decides to add 180 mangoes, Khushi decides to add 180 mangoes. How many guests Khushi can invite? How many guests Khushi can invite at the most? Then there is one or part. Third subpart B, it is, if the cost of one dozen of bananas The cost of 1 dozen of bananas is rupees 60. The cost of one apple is rupees 15, and the cost of one mango is rupees 20. And find the total amount spent. Find the total amount spent. The total amount spent on 60 bananas. 60 bananas, 36 apples, and 42 mangoes. So here she bought 135 apples and 225 bananas. So 135 apples is there, and 225 bananas are there. So it means the number of guests that should exactly divide 135 and 225. So I can say so the number of guests, the maximum number of guests that she should invite, the maximum number of guests that Kushi can invite should exactly divide both the numbers 135 and 225. So hence we can say, hence the number of guests that the maximum number of guests that she can invite, that will be the HCF. That should be the highest common factor of 135 and 225. So this is the solution of subpart 1 here. So we have to find the highest common factor of 135 and 225. So we can do the prime factorization of 135 and 225. So 135, we will go with 3. Since it is divisible by 3, since 3 plus 1 plus 5, that is 9, which is divisible by 3. So 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, then 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, then 3 5s are 15. Then 225 also it will be divisible by 3, since 2 plus 2 plus 5, that is also 9 only. So here 3 7s are 21, 3 5s are 15, then again 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, then 5 5s are 25. So therefore we can say that 135, that is 3 power 3 into 5 power 1, and 225 is also 3 power 2 into 5 power 2. So now therefore the highest common factor of 135 and 225, we have to take the product of the least exponents of the common prime factors. We have to take the least exponents of the common prime factors. So 3 is also a common prime factor and 5 is also a common prime factor, but the least exponent of 3, here we have 3, here we have 2, so the least exponent is 2, and here the least exponent of 5 is 1, since y out of 1 and 2 the lesser one is 1. So 3 power 2 into 5, so it is 9 into 5, that is 45. So maximum she can invite 45 guests in her birthday party. So hence the answer will be, so she can invite 45 guests at the most. So this is the answer. Then in the second subpart, it has been asked that how many apples and bananas will each guest get? So 45 guests are there and 135 apples and 225 bananas are there. So therefore we can say that therefore the number of apples that each guest will get, the number of apples that each guest will get, that will be equal to 135 divided by 45. So that will be because the 15, okay, so this will be three apples. Get three apples, and the number of bananas, that each guest will get, that will be equal to 225 divided by 45. So that will be equal to 5 bananas. So each guest will get 3 apples and 5 bananas. This is the answer. Then in the third subpart A, it has been told that if Khushi decides to add 180 mangoes, how many guests Khushi can invite at the most? So then in this case, so here I can say the number of guests that should be the highest common factor of 135 also means 135, 225 and 180. Since why the number of guests should exactly divide all the three numbers 135, 225, 180. So we need to find the prime factorization of 8 of 180 also. So that is 2 9s are 18, 0, then with 2 again, 245 is the 2 4 is 8, 2 5 is 10, 45 is 90, then again 3, 15, 3 is 45, and 3 5 is 15. So therefore 180 I can say that is it is 2 power 2 into 3 power 2 into 5 power 1, and 135 we have already done its prime factorization. The prime factorization of 135 is 3 power 3 into 5 power 1, 3 power 3 into 5 power 1, and 225 also. The prime factorization of 225 is 3 power 2 into 5 power 2, 3 power 2 into 5 power 2. So therefore now the HCF of them, that is, you have to take the least exponents of the common prime factors. So the common prime factors are 3 and 5. So the least exponent of 3 is 2. So 3 power 2 we have to take. And the least exponent of 5, that is also 1. So 3 power 2 into 5, which is again 45. So hence, here the answer will remain the same, that she can invite, here also she can invite 45 guests at the most. Since the HCF of all these three numbers are again coming as 45. Then the third subpart B, which is the OR part, it has been told in the OR part, it has been told that if the cost of 1 dozen of bananas is rupees 60, the cost of 1 apple is rupees 15, the cost of 1 mango is rupees 20, then find the total amount spent on 60 bananas, 36 apples, and 42 mangoes. So here it is told the cost of 1 dozen. 1 dozen, it means 12 bananas. 12 bananas is rupees 60. So therefore, I can say the cost of one banana is rupees 60 by 12, that is rupees 5. So therefore, the cost of 60 bananas, that will be rupees 60 into 5, that is equal to rupees 300. And then the cost of one apple, that is rupees 15 it has been told. So the cost of 36 apples, the cost of 36 apples is rupees 15 into 36. So that will be rupees 15 6 are 90, and then 15 3 are 45, 45 plus 9, that is 54. 540. And similarly, it is told that the cost of one one mango is rupees 18. No, is rupees uh, uh, 20. Cost of one mango has been told, that is rupees 20. Then find the cost of then 42 mangoes that we have to find out. So therefore, the cost of 42 mangoes, that will be rupees for it is 20 into 42, so that will be rupees 840. So then we have to find the total amount that is spent. It has been asked to find the total amount spent on 60 bananas, 36 apples, and 42 mangoes. So therefore, the total amount which will be spent on what, some 60 bananas, 36 apples, and 42 mangoes, that will be equal to rupees 300 plus rupees 540 plus rupees 840. So this will be equal to, so 300, 540 and 840 if we add them. So this is actually 0, 4 plus 4, 8, and 8 plus 8, that is 16. So rupees 1680. So this is the answer. So hope all of you have understood the solutions of all these questions which came in the test on linear equations and real numbers. Still, any doubts if you have, please write that in the comments. We shall obviously clarify them. So thank you everyone. Bye.